Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we are going to learn practice at 2.4, and this is a continued part of our previous part 2. Okay, so in this we have sum number 4, 5 and 6 which we are going to do. So let us start. The first equation that we have is 5m square minus 4m minus 2 is equal to 0. So we are going to follow the same method. We are going to compare the equation and find out the values of a, b and c. So as you can see on your screen, we have a which is 5, b which is minus 4 and c which is minus 2, which we write down here. And the next step is writing down b square minus 4ac, where we substitute the values. So since it is b square, we write down minus 4 square minus 4 into a into c. So square of 4 is going negative 4 is going to be 16. 4 5 is 20 and 22 is 40. But this 2 has got a negative sign, so 40 will also have a negative sign with it. Now minus into minus is going to be plus. So 16 plus 40, which will give me 56. Now after this, we are going to write down our formula b square minus 4ac and this. Okay, after writing down this formula, the next step is nothing but the substitution of the values. So we are going to substitute the values in place of the given alphabets. So minus b, so we have minus. Now have a look here. We have minus b, so this minus sign which is outside the bracket is of this minus b. Okay, b is nothing but minus 4, so inside we have minus 4 plus b square minus 4ac is 56, so under root we get 56 upon 2a. So 2a means 2 into 5. So that's what we write down on both the sides. Now after this, we are just going to open the brackets. Now what will happen here? This minus into minus will turn to plus. So 4 plus. Now 56 is not a perfect square, but we can express it in this form. Yeah, here 4 into 14. So we can express it in 4 into 14 form, and 2 5 is going to be 10 at the bottom. Now let us try to solve this. Now the square root of 4. Square root of 4 is going to be 2. So instead of the square root of 4, we are going to write down 2. And 14 is not a square number, so we'll write down that inside. So this 4 is here. This instead of square root of 4, we write down 2 and root of 14. Same thing we write on the other side. Okay, now after doing this, we are going to calculate further, and we are going to see what is common. Okay, so as we can see, 2 is common here. Now what is this? See children here. As you can see, this 4, 2 and there is 10 here. So all these are divisible by 2. So we write down this, we take 2 common. So 2 goes outside, so inside. If out of 4 2 goes outside, so what into 2 gives you 4? So 2 into 2 gives us 4. This 2 goes outside, so inside the bracket we are left with only root 14, and this 10 we express is at 2 into 5. Okay, so finally what we will get is this. Why? Because 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10. So you will be left with 2 plus root 14 and 2 minus root 14. These are the roots of the given quadratic equation. After that, we have the fifth. Now let us have a look at the next equation, which is y square plus 1 upon 3y is equal to 2. So again we are going to compare it, but before that we are going to write down this in a standard form. As you can see, this minus 2 is here. So we bring it here, so this plus 2 becomes minus 2, and that is equal to 0. So we are going to compare this with the standard form, and we are going to get the values of a, b and c. So when we compare, we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1 upon 3, and c is equal to minus 2. So that's what we write down. And then we substitute the value b square minus 4ac. So b square. Okay, so b square is entirely 1 upon 3. Okay, so b square means 1 upon 3 the whole square minus 4ac. So 1 upon 3 square. So 1 square of 1 is 1, and the square of 3 is 9. So 1 upon 9 minus, inside the bracket 4 2s will give you 8. Now minus into minus will be plus, so 1 upon 9 plus 8. How do you solve this? We normally solve this by cross multiplication. So this will be 1. Now 1 ones are 1. plus 9 8s are 72. Okay, upon 9 1s are 9. So this will be 1 plus 72 upon 9. Okay, so that's what we get here. Now after this, 72 plus 1 is going to be 73. So that becomes 73 upon 9. Okay, then we will just write down our formula. X is equal to minus b under root b square minus 4ac and upon 2a. So once we write down plus and once we write down minus. Okay, now after this we are going to substitute the values. After this we are going to substitute the values. Now we substitute the values here and this is what we get. As you can see here, minus b. Now look carefully. This minus b. Okay, so minus sign is this and b is 1 upon 3, so 1 upon 3. Plus under root b square minus 4ac. What is b square minus 4ac? We have got 73 upon 9. So under root. So under root means here square root of 73 upon 9, and this will also be square root of 73 upon 9 upon 2a. So 2a means 2 into 1. Okay, and after doing this we are going to solve this further. Okay, so how will you solve this further? So have a look here. Now let us have a look at this. Now 70, the root of 73 upon 9. So this gives me, I just write down the same thing, but instead of now I have multiplied the denominator, which is 73 upon 2. Now same thing I have written here, but how did we get this? Have a look. In the previous one we had this here it was 9, right? Square root of 9. So square root of 9 is 3, so we change it to 3. Similarly, in the next part also, instead of 9 we write down 3 because square root of 9 is 3. So as you can see in the numerator, in this part, this 3 is common. Okay, so we add the numerators. So minus 1 plus root of 73 upon 3. Okay, and both the sides and upon 2. Now we have to solve this further. Now whenever you have such types of questions where you have fraction upon fraction, then what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to shift this here down. So this becomes 3 up into 2. Okay, this will become 3 into 2, which will become 6. So these are your roots of the given quadratic equation. This is the sixth sum that we have. So the method remains the same again. We are going to compare it with ax square plus bx plus c. So when we compare with ax square plus bx plus c, as you can see, a is 5, b is 13 and c is 8. Okay, so that's what we have written here, and then we find out b square minus 4ac. So b is 13 minus 4 into 5 into 8. So 13 square is 169. 4 5 is 20. 28 is 160. So 169 minus 60 is equal to 169 minus 160 is equal to 9. After that we write down a formula and we substitute the given values. So here what do we do is we are going to write down in place of minus b, as you can see here the value of b is 13. Yeah, so we write down in place of b we write down minus 13 plus b square minus 4ac is 9, so plus root of 9 upon 2a. 2a means 2 into 5. Okay, so that's what we write here. Now 2 into 5. So root of 9, all of you know that root of 9 is 3. So this will become minus 13 plus root plus 3 minus 13 minus 3, and this is 5 into 2, which is 10. So plus into minus is minus. 13 minus 3 is 10 and the sign of a bigger number. Similarly, minus into minus is plus here. 13 plus 3 is 16 and sign of a bigger number upon 10. So 10 divided by 10 will be minus 1 and 16 divided by 10. So if we divide this by 2, 2 8s are 16, 2 5s are 10. So this becomes minus 8 upon 5. So these are the roots of our given quadratic equation. Thank you.